So these wheels are by MITA Motorsports. They're called MS10s. They're a very good reproduction of the Mugen MF10s. And I'll use this video just to kind of give you a side-by-side comparison. Nice thing about these, they come in S2000 Fitment. They come in either a square or a staggered setup. Now, I chose to do the staggered setup because I don't want to roll the fenders, cut the fenders, stretch them, and I don't want any kind of rubbing issues with this car. And I can safely say there is none of that, no rubbing. Fitment is perfect. The car is lowered about 30 millimeters, but after driving this, no issues with rubbing. Another plus to these wheels is there's lots of caliper clearance. As you see here, there is about an inch or more room between the spoke and the caliper, where the actual Mugen wheel was about 5 or 6 millimeters. It's pretty tight. I could barely get my finger in there. I think the coloring on the Mugen wheel is a little bit nicer. It's more of a bronzy gold look. I like that. But then again, the finish on the Mugen wheels is more of like a rough porous texture. So it seems like they hold dirt, as you can see by some of these pictures. And it's kind of hard to clean them. You can use soap and water, but you can't really wipe them or rub any kind of product on there because it's going to get stuck in that porous texture. Whereas the MITA wheels is almost like a powder coat finish. You could almost wax these wheels. The other thing about these that I noticed is the MITA wheels are hub centric. They fit the S2000 hubs perfect. No rings, no spacers at all. Where I was surprised, the Mugen wheels have spacers. They need a trim ring to fit the hubs perfect. The reproduction center cap on the MS10, which is the MITA wheels, is really polished, plasticky look. It looks exactly like the same shape as the Mugen one, but it's really shiny and plasticky, kind of looks cheesy. It wouldn't really be a hard thing to fix. You could repaint these in satin so they look like the Mugen ones, which just, I think they look a little classier, they look a little bit nicer. It's hard to see side by side exactly how they look because of the different lights. I keep trying to get the car in the sun, and I got a few pictures here in the shade, so you can kind of see side by side the color difference. They look very, very similar. The spoke design is slightly different on the MITA wheel. Obviously, they come away from the caliper quite a bit more than the Mugen wheel, and they have a little bit of a thicker area where the Mugen one slims down closer to the wheel. Another thing I wanted to point out, the MITA wheels are 17 by 8 in the front and 17 by 9 in the rear. So they're a 1/2 inch wider in the front and 1.5 inch wider in the back. And again, I put all that information on the screen with the offsets. I still think the Mugen MF10 is probably my favorite wheel of all time. I did actually install a set of these on a customer's car back in the early 2000s. He actually shipped a set direct from King Motorsports, and I got to open them and put them on the car, and I was just in love with the wheels. But unfortunately, these things are super hard to find. When I shot this video, there was a set on eBay that looked to be in good condition, but they're $6,000 plus shipping. Well, you've also got to keep in consideration if you buy these wheels, even though you do take care of it, let's say you hit a pothole or say hit something in the road and damage the wheel, trying to replace that one wheel, it might be impossible. And trying to find someone that will separate a set for you to buy that one wheel, it could be a deal breaker. You might end up with 3 Mugen wheels that you can't use. That's where a good option is the MITA. It's a good looking production wheel. My set was $2,500 including shipping, but I do have a coupon code I got from those guys, and it's LHT S2000, so that takes 10% off. They have other wheels too. They have the V3 wheels that are the really nice OEM looking wheels for the S2000. Again, 1 inch wider. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, hopefully give you some ideas. I'm happy with my purchase. I think they are a good quality forged wheel. They give me the look I'm looking for. I got a little bit more width on the wheel. I can go up to a 265 rear, and I think they look great on the car and they fit perfect. So thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Don't forget, enjoy your cars.
Empty hearts and neon lights, they're playing with my mind. fears and